Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm gonna give you guys a little small recap and review on the new episode of Ranpo Kitan Game of Laplace. Now, this episode right here, which is on episode 3, I'm not gonna lie, I was kinda like disturbed a bit in this episode. Not going to just saying. But anyways, let's go. Okay, at the beginning, of course, I think there was a little beginning where this guy in a mask with a paper bag on his face or something is pretty much talking to a little small girl, and she treats him to a little like small small meal, and that was pretty sweet of her. But at the same time, like as we continue the episode, we get to find out there's a case about some guy called the Shadow Man, which is pretty much the guy with the bagged up face, like with the paper bag, that kind of thing. But eventually, as time continues on with its own procedure, things kind of gotten a little out of hand here and there. We get to see to it that Akechi's not interested of doing the case since he's not interested, and we have to it that Kobayashi volunteers to go give it a shot, and therefore after a couple things where Kobayashi talks to the Shadow Man, which is the guy with the back face, which he did not find out, I believe, until later, he gives him a couple things here and there to understand and so forth, and some stuff around here and there. But eventually, as time continues on, we have to it that Kobayashi dressed up as a girl, of course, which is pretty freaky. But at the same time, like, I guess this is a one way to try to find the perpetrator who's been abducting these girls, which is the case, of course. But eventually, as time continues on, we have to it that our buddies, on the other hand, have like managed to like get to the certain place. Well, Kobayashi, that is. As for Hashiba, he went to go tell Akechi, and Akechi says, "Stop freaking out. Okay, we're gonna find there's gonna be no problem here and there, that kind of thing." And so forth. So yeah, understandable. Eventually, as time continues on with its own procedure and continuation, we have to it that things are just getting a little like better, just a little better here and there, but not exactly to the point where it's satisfying. Kobayashi ends up being at a certain place after he went to a certain booth whatsoever and ate something, got to sleep, ends up being picked up in a trash can, of course, which is shown in the middle of the episode, I believe, and gets sent to this location. And yeah, I'm sorry for being a little disorganized, forgive me on that. And it looks like the abductor seems to be this big fat person, which is age 28, I believe, 28 years old, and I'm thinking about mine, are you freaking serious right now, dude? This cannot be happening. No joke. Like, seriously, it's like, what the heck? And this other person seems to show up, which seems to be his mother, but that does not seem to be the case when it's shown later. When it came to a girl named Sachiko, he asked the girls, "Yo, where's Sachiko?" And the girls go tell him behind the cloth. And the moment it's actually the Shadow Man disguised as that. And of course, there's a little backstory about the Shadow Man and Sachiko talking to each other. And Sachiko did realize like it's the Shadow Man like dressing as different people to make her feel better, that kind of thing. Sorry for being disorganized right now. I mean, I know it's everywhere around the place right now, but I'm just trying to like yeah. Anyways, sorry for being like confusing, going back and forth and back and forth. Please forgive me on that. Anyways, the Shadow Man ends up realizing that Sachiko's on the wall, and later on like he sees the big fat guy coming back, and the guy goes like, "Oh, you must be the Shadow Man guy." And the guy is really upset about this, and he tries to beat the living heck out of him and ask him, "Why did you do this to Sachiko? All she wants to do is be happy. What the heck's wrong with you?" He goes like, "This girl does not want to be my daughter, so I just crushed her, put her in cement, and posted her on the wall." And I'm thinking about mine, dude, that is so sick right there. And that was pretty disgusting, honestly. I was like, dude, you crushed a girl, put her on cement wall, and you did that to the same to the other chicks? Are you serious? Dude, I was like, oh my gosh, dude. And the cops and the others arrived on time, and Akechi took down the big fat guy, but he had some minor injuries. he kind of dislocated his hip when he was told when he took down the guy. When it came to the Shadow Man, he actually was dressed as a police officer that Kobayashi realized and lets him go since he was tearing up about Sachiko. So yeah, I was like, whoa, dude. Pretty scary case, honestly. Well, not scary, but disturbing case. This episode right here, pretty cool, not too bad, but I was kind of like, shivering or disgusted, to be honest with you, after figuring something out, but I did not expect the abductor to be that guy instead. Honestly, I had my eyes on the paper man bag, the guy with the paper bag as a mask, you know, but he was not actually the criminal. Well, he might be, but I don't know. Excuse me. Anyways, pretty cool episode, you know, but dang, it has ways of having to fool me around here and there. Until then, I'll see you guys in my next review and recap. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye.